Nonsia abo Ghana mana de shemai memo bibiara achi memo bibiara kwaba mezeba enyumbre mezeba Anopa BFM Anopa Kasebo wo kasa efidie di fien men studio de blog no upper class school junction wo ena Kasebo yezi fie sumu ende Anopa and samano do sopa na momza odumu akotin ebi a ebeti binde. And the oya frank two needs a man pipi amayoku wa fe apime be ne dunu anana batuno mono or the oya thank you tono upon etam ewo npp one ason ya ebusia meze enchemu april yewra miracles abwaje oya aid at the moment penyin that dana bezechi Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia wakasa afa akonta mining galamse ho ensansamno ho Ghana samchofu ekubata yo wa penipoda wonano nso abakasa afa kwanya samchofu binom we won adwuma efa ensamne bi mekei ho ena ya boaboa na mazebo somote BFM Anopa Kasebo ejuma kubi adaroma Big Family Multimedia Institute BFM Store Trustees Network Group and one will make you them and the Anopa Makasebe otwegu wa kwenmu Kenya Mosumu and Anopa ediniye Ejata Kobana Dodona for Mejata Koko school time was porcupine Afe Jibre na manfa nsamono ninchumu mefamo Frankatuni edema NPP amayoku wa afe apime bien na edrenu anan abatuno mono Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia ono kriya sansuye kanema mpehin na bezechi ono ena wabakasa na oruche mude oye ni thank you told you medi awbeye no what were putting oye on my Ghana man to me drink seni nada na se extra the me thank you told you made oba bedina oye this son call beye eda da man for se wo must na ba wo boy eda man wo afe apime bien edunu anan abaye tu no mo na abra o man panyin da yewe man panyin da na nado dan koku fado na bezechi Dr. Alhaji Mahmoud Bawumia kasa no ena oruche mu dem wo ye adwuma na pa adwuma wo ye bi NPP oye national executives urban women organizers urban youth organizers oh dodo na no wobo mozin biya do baye edaboa emo man Ghana NPP amayoku no asan abeja bana ngon atsendu biom nanso zodo banano eno obeno enti mozin body wo ye bipa na nsemi odutugwa wa bra ne thank you to another medase into obobono opamotam NPP amayoku no na ason ye ewo ena omampanyin da na bezechi Dr. Alhaji Mahmoud Bawumia os the mensama odi odutugwa.
The fact is we worked very hard. We tried to get everybody involved. As you know, the General Secretary was the Director of Operations for the campaign. The women's organizer organized the women, the youth organizer organized the youth, the national coordinator handled the Zongo, and so on. So we tried to do as much as we could. Notwithstanding our hard work, however, we still suffered a heavy defeat. And when you look at what happened, you will see that it was internal. Many of our supporters did not come out to vote. This is really fundamentally why we lost the election. 2.1 million of our supporters didn't come out to vote. 2.1 million. And you look at John Mohammed's votes, his votes went up by maybe 115,000. So he increased by 115,000 and we went down by 2.1 million. And that is basically why we did not win. So the key to victory going forward is within the NPP. It is within ourselves because we decided not to vote. So if we decide to vote, we will win. So the key is ourselves. It is ourselves. So that is what we have to understand and take going forward. When we finish the election,
Ebusia na onechino Dr. Alhaji Mahmoud Bawumia osanso kasebiem no ruchem de wakaka de ne esuma womintino ana ka ho ema NPP amayokuno wodi ntwo ewo afe apime bie na edwenu anan aba yeto wo December busum no no na oye no ruchem de onya no kwalda de ne suma wom de oye kremoni nintino eno nam do NPP amayokuno wodi ntwo ewo afe apime bie na edwenu anan abatu no mos de bi enye damda.
So that could not be the case. So I decided to do some data analysis to test this hypothesis. And when you look at the data is very clear. In many constituencies across the country, the MPP presidential candidate performed better than the Christian parliamentary candidate. In many constituencies. Across. So it couldn't be if they were voting because of religion, I shouldn't be performing better than the Christian parliamentary candidates. Even my good friend, Intim Podio, who is giving a lot of heat to the government at the moment in Parliament. Intim Podio is a reverend father in Intim Podio, as in South. But I did better than him in his constituency. So he did so well. I mean, he did and mobilized the votes for me, and I thank him very much. But if you look at all across the country, the fact is that there was no religious factor in the voting. It is only propaganda.
Yambora and some from Youth Employment Agency, our work down West Municipal, and one and Primping Watton Saffron Noko Pemu Ewo. Aswaniya oshene awunidi no ne inso sam abejuku fu won enyim na won bayi wonanu wo nsambia otwegu wo manga na ha na ne nyina aye adeshi ebinim wafo no adwumam wo Ghana Zoom Lion Ghana Company Limited am prempen won sika won dwaita won laje won kudi ega cash won sanka won sika beye busum kakrani na onamdo emma oseteni edima abejuku owura John Otibles odin sama wodo akono ochem dem ne wo benye dem penfo baba na wo bayi wonanu ewo nsam ho osane do atwegu no enyaja okoye kura enti wombra na wo bayi wonanu wo nsam ho.
The issue of non-payment and less remuneration for the sanitation, YE. I spoke with the chief executive yesterday, YE, but sometimes we spoke yesterday. We are inviting him for our committee to come answer some of these questions, and it's ready to appear before us. So I'll look at how best they can begin to increase something for the guys, and those who have taken the appointment agree to work at the various assembly. You go to an assembly, they have about over 100 YE sanitation workers, but only about 5 or 3 goes to work every day. And at the end of the day, they are expected to be paid. I think that is wrong. It is a public money. So as a committee, we will continue to do the right thing, ensure that within this fair, we have a 4-year mandate to ensure that we change things.
Na onechuno ena paynipa oda Jospon group of company no Dr. Joseph Sinyao e Japan ono so kase eno chem dem allowance ahodro won adwuma for one sankan no enye de bia odegbo apaye no da allowance no enyo ne pe nemum oye aban no kwan oda aban for do this kaneba no ono na mdo amadame allowance wa che enti ono so gina do oze ofra kase kwama aban ne nimpe for dem entampara no wonhwe na dame allowance no do wuje mu edem adwuma for no wonhwe na wonje mu efama one
remuneration. Yes, remuneration. The YE contract is here, and the contract is YE who fixed the fee. It's not us. So what the contract stipulates in 8.1.2, the agency shall pay an amount of 258 cedis per month to each beneficiary. It's not Zulai. The agency. They speculate. So they bring the workers, they fix the fee. In fact, when we started in 2006, it was 56. Then it came to 150 in 2012. Then it came to 200 in 2019. Then 258. But Honorable, I humbly want to place on record that the hours they work is 3 hours. 3 hours. Minimum 4 hours. Then we are working. So when you equate it to minimum wage of 258 for 3 hours, you understand? So it is 3 hours. Some of them, when they even work 3 hours, we allow them to go to container side to get other businesses, give them other skills to get other businesses.
Yatwa and Sam Nodo. Na oye personal aid edema Dr. Alhaji Mahmoud Pawumia oye Yewra Dennis Miracles Abwaje ono ena waka say na nansam orkani nyina oye ne day se yehwe on Ghana ha nansan yada ena oswa for ohwene asase ene fom eguzi enwonsam do oye nsam chofo nhiem no orkadem oye Akonta Mining Company Limited fono wonen krate odi edwuma no oye azawaji ozi efi woni sema emprepen wa man krate wa madam ekunu anade adwumukunu wanye edwuma o manga na ha ni nine dem kono wa fado wodi do no dwuma no onye mra kono do de mintono oswafo hwa manga na ne asase ena efom egusi wonsam do owura Emmanuel Kofi Amaboa oje ne nkrate efinisem de mensem nam do emma owura Miracles Dennis Abwaje our personal aid edema Dr. Alhaji Mahmoud Bawumia kasa na ochem dem well September bosom no mu afe apeme bi ne de no ebie no mu no oye omanpanyi mahama na pendu no mu no ono ena yewura abugina pom ogina mu na licenses and the nkrata ya wodo na enye NPP aban no ena ozo nkrata na licenses no odema oye Akonta Mining metre yewura chama wontumi ni company no enye NPP aban no ena de nkrata ema one ena ochem dem se owunde Akonta Mining no ore yenze mebia onfa kwanda na de oye illegal activities bia na ena na de no benyete aban obotum we jail dem Akonta Mining no na emum enye de baba tena kase frido ana kase friendo na wabebusu edache omanga na ombwa na emum zobobua ni na ene dem obohwe na Akonta Mining no obotum na jail owo bia no da amon
on the back of that, on the back of the minister's way and usini. What is he talking about? First of all, let me tell you something. Satano area na almost omkoche a friend say Galam say yes. Akonta Mining any concession in Poho.
Any lawyer.
In fact, hold on. In fact, yes, in fact, almost apply for concession, no, but MPP are buying now. And what's now Akonta Mining omudi omaniasa because HM want to media no. MPP are buying did not grant that a friend say license no to Akonta Mining. They did not. It is how Kwache Galam say yes, e water no mini forest or so. Na say oko suspended license Akonta Mining kura e wo Samra boy ho baby. Different forests. What have you done? Then why? So you see, some PR gimmicks. And it's how yen maybe na Ghana phone fee say ye bibi no. A matter of time. It will catch up with you. Me say, so if you say Akonta Mining na Galam see, I remember can't if I no court. Straight. Who they say wah? 3 months from now, because a sentence no more because a sentence. I'm telling you that. Mamika say Mitro say a Akonta Mining asem and a ma abai bi e bon say man there. And 2022, kese mo bon say man na dan ko Akufo-Addo. Any MPP abai because this is 30th September 2022. You can read it. Any mami sorry krana. 30th September 2022. You can read it. And tell you NDC abai na abeka Akonta Mining asem. And yet NDC are buying and Ababeka Akonta Mining as some AKB.
Abusia yan tuado na yafa Kasebo no kwowie ewo nsamchofo ekubata na woman Ghana ha payini podo wonano ye yewura Albert Jumfo ono another to go chem dem owodan nsamchofo impembe brenu se we won adwuma na ode we ye adwuma ne enkankan worbo amanze adrifi nkronkwo agoto a wo bo amanze ne na danu boko intermountain mo asi ase ebi wo wonen mensampo eka ho enti osen nsɛmtwerɛfoɔ enum nsɛm korampo no ɔboa ɛma asomdwe etum eba ɔba ɔman no mu ɔsan so boa ɛma nzɛmpa papa etum ɔba mu nti sɛ ɛyɛ nsɛmtwerɛnim na sɛ ɛbɔ amanzeɛ anaa de edwu dwuma a edwuma no edi ne hwɛ na di ne yie.
The GJ is disheartened at the turn of events. We want to add our voice to the many calls for peace to prevail in the area. We call on all sides to the conflict and indeed all Ghanaians to promote peace in Boko. We must also support the effort of the Asante Union Otunfo Osetutu II towards resolving the conflict. Finally, we wish to advise media practitioners to be extremely circumspect in their reportage and comment in order not to undermine the peace process. Media houses must not give their platforms to people who may want to foment trouble in the area. We should all help to promote peace in Boko because whatever affects Boko affects Ghana. And you and I are part of Ghana.
NTA Penipada Ghana and some truffle Ekubatanano Ora Albert Jumfo and Elton Kanaha and a Meze BFM and Anopa Kasebo Mezebesi Amo na yet my Ghana Jumedino Achedo Amo and Timamandan Mo NJ Abua Fonka to Ember Yabapia my Ghana Jumedino and Amede Chedo Amo as Dan Koma or Hinma Esther or no Eno Chinchin Infernum Ozma Mebesisia.
You are listening to Big Family Radio. Big Family Radio. Obiase eye.
Admission. Are you looking for a computer institution with a serene atmosphere in equipping you with the ability to deepen your understanding